up guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a good day today. So today I'm going to be trying out a new brand called Tobeglam that I recently became an affiliate with. They sent me over their Take Me Home Polygel kit to show you guys, and I'm obsessed, and I know you guys are going to love this because look at the packaging. How cute is that with the little candies and everything in the kit is all pink. And I'm kind of getting like McCart vibes from this kit. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but yeah. So the first thing you get like is a little card, and when you open it up, it's kind of like a little welcome card with an instruction booklet. So I think that's so adorable. So yeah, let's get into what you get with the kit. So the first thing is a 180 grit nail file, and everything is all matte pink, which I'm obsessed with. You know how much I love pink, and I know you guys do too. So you also do get a 8 milliliter base gel and a top gel. You also get a dual-ended polygel brush, and it does have a little like flower on it. I don't know if you guys can see because my light was a little bit bright, but it does have a flower on it, which is cute. So you have the spatula on one side and then the gel brush on the other. You also get a 6-watt UV LED lamp with this kit. It's like good for flash carrying, and it plugs in by USB. I love these things. You know, if you watch my videos, I'm always using like one of these little lamps for like flash carrying. They're so good. So yeah, basically you just plug it in and use the little button to turn it on and cure your nails. You also get 120 pieces of dual forms with this kit, and the cool thing about these is they come in like 2 different shapes. There's a stiletto one and then like a regular one. I've never seen stiletto dual forms before. Maybe I'm late to like the party, but yeah, I've never seen that, well, in a polygel kit at least. So yeah, I thought that was really different. You also get 6 different 15 milliliter polygels. So the first color I'm swatching is called Sweet Talk, and this is a very light pink shade. You can use this color like as a nail bed color if you're doing French nails, or an ombre color. It's just like that right, like natural pink color. It's very nice. All the polygels are really soft and easy to work with. I didn't see any bubbles in them like while applying or like after curing. The only thing I want to say about the clear that I'm swatching now, which is called Pure, it's a nice clear, but the consistency kind of reminds me slightly of Builder Gel more. So when I was using the slip solution to apply it, it was kind of giving me a little bit of trouble. So I tried it with the base gel, and I feel like it applies better like that, especially if you're using tips like I do. If you're using the dual forms, you probably won't have that problem, but if you do decide to like build up the nails using tips, I would recommend using the base gel to save yourself the headache. Otherwise it will just like stick to your brush. It's like kind of meant more for dual forms, I think. But other than that, the rest of them are pretty nice and easy to work with. They're like a little more firm, if you know what I mean. So the third shade I swatched is You're My Queen. I'll be using that one in the tutorial. It's a very light pinkish purple shimmery shade, very pretty. The one after that is called Oh She Pretty, and that one kind of reminds me, it's kind of like from the Mariposa McCart collection. They're like those pearly metallic shades, very pretty. I love polygels like that. And the one after that is called Pretty Much. I really love the names too, they're just really cute. So yeah, that one's called Pretty Much. I'll be using those 2 in the video as well. The Pretty Much shade is kind of like a purple glittery shade with like a gold shift. And the last one is called Just in Pink, which is a darker pink shade. You can also use that one for ombres or like French nails, whatever you want to do. So yeah, you could definitely do a lot with this kit. I really like the colors. So I did cure them and I top coated all of them, and this is what they look like. So yeah, if you guys are interested, check the description box below for the links and my 10% off discount code to save yourself some money. And moving on to the tutorial, I did go ahead and remove my previous set off camera and applied some new nail tips. So now I'm going in with my dehydrator and primer. I'm using my Mia Secret as always and my Young Nails Protein Bond. Everything I used for like nail prep, my nail tips, my brushes and everything like that will be linked down below in the description box under my Amazon store if you guys are interested. But yeah, I did 1 coat of dehydrator and 2 coats of the primer, and you're gonna wanna wait till that dries and then go in with a layer of the base gel. You want to apply the base gel to your nails before you go in with the Polygel. This will give it something to grip onto as well as protect your natural nails. I do have it like a thin layer of like nude acrylic like towards the tip of my nails because I change them a lot, and I just leave that there to kind of like provide like a barrier between my nail and my nail gel, because I usually just file my nails down because it's like way faster. So I cured the base gel for 60 seconds, and don't mind the pointer finger. I actually was gonna do something else and I wasn't really feeling it, so I took it off. You might see a little bit of the transfer foils still on the nail, but I'm covering that up anyway, so don't mind that right now. But right now I'm going in with that color pretty much on all of the nail beds. I just applied like a little bead of it, and I'm just kind of like fading it down into the clear tip, and then I'll be curing that for 60 seconds. Now I'm going to be taking that light purplish pink shimmery shade called You're My Queen, and I'm going to be applying it to the tips of all the nails and then fading it up into the other color, kind of like an ombre. I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do with this set, so I was kind of just like thinking of things as I go along. So yeah, if I was going to do an ombre, I probably would have just put like the color down first and then faded the top color into it. Really, you could do it either way, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna be like covering these up with like a lot of transfer foils and everything. This is basically like the base for all the nails, if you get me. This is gonna be like a really layered design, by the way. Everything is gonna be like encapsulated. That's what I like to do. I like to like do all of my nail art like on the nails and then like encapsulate it. I just feel like it gives the nails like a really nice glassy look, and it also makes like your designs last longer. So yeah, I'm just applying that to the tips of the nail. For these, I'm using just a slip solution that I already have. I'm using one from Burano. You can do that, or you can use like 70 or 90% isopropyl alcohol or the base gel. And now I'm gonna apply a layer of this foil gel from Macart to all of the nails. I'm getting ready to apply my transfer foils. So you wanna make sure you apply this to the entire nail. You really don't need to apply it like thick because it is pretty thick. So just a thin layer. And cure for 60 seconds. Before you go in with your transfer foils though, wait like 30 seconds for the nails to get tacky. That's where I used to mess up when I first started doing transfer foils. I used to just automatically go in with the foils, and for some reason they would never stay on. But that's why you have to like give it time to like, you know, get tacky so that they'll stick. So I'm using some foils from a cart as well. These came in a set. I'll have them linked down below with my discount code if you're interested. I can't really think of the name of the set. As you know, they've been coming out with like releases back to back lately. So yeah, I'll have it in the description box. I have to look it up actually. But yeah, it's this nice little flowery transfer foil. I just cut out random strips and I'm placing the flowers on the nail. I'm not covering up the entire nail though, because I'm leaving room to like do the leopard print spots like in the middle. So I'm placing like 1 or 2 flowers on each nail. So what you're gonna wanna do is place the foil on your nail and then use a tool. I use a silicone tool to kind of like rub it in, and you're gonna wanna make sure it's fully rubbed in, and then basically all you do is just rip the backing off. It's really easy. I do have these silicone tools linked in my Amazon store. They come in like a set of 5, but they work really good. They also work really good for 3D gel. They have like all different shapes and purposes for each one. So now I'm applying a base gel to all of the nails, and I'm doing this to create a seal over the transfer foils so that when I go in and do my nail art and I have to like erase something with acetone, it doesn't like ruin my transfer foils, because it would really suck to have to go in and do them all over again. So yeah, I'm just doing that to create a seal over them and protect them so I don't have to worry about that. Now I'm gonna start drawing the leopard spots. So I'm using this purple shade from MelodySusie in the color 358. This came with their rainbow gel polish set. I just put a little bit on my palette and I'm drawing random spots all over the nails. It doesn't have to be neat. Just draw them where you want and make sure that they're spread, you know, a reasonable length apart so that when you go in and draw around them to make them look like leopard spots, you have enough room and they don't like look cluttered together, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I was kind of going for like a glam spring vibe, and I think they turned out really cute. At first I wasn't sure how I felt about them, but then after I did them I was like, yeah, that is kind of cute. So after I do that, I did cure, like I kind of flash cured in the mini lamp, and now I'm taking some of this black gel polish from the Nior Blanc gel polish set. That's a really good like duo of white and black gel polish. If you're looking for a really nice pigmented black and white gel polish, these two are definitely really nice. They're nice and thick and you can use them for nail art, and they're really pigmented with like just one coat. So yeah, to do the leopard spots, it's like super easy. All you do is just draw like 3 half C shapes like around the little spot that you drew, and that's what gives it like the leopard look. I kind of like wiggle my brush as I'm drawing the lines to give it a more realistic appearance, and I kind of use the tip of my brush to get thinner lines. If you mess up, you can just take like a little bit of acetone on your brush and clean it up. And for the last layer on all of the nails, I'm going to be taking that color Oh She Pretty and just applying it to the tips of the nails. This was kind of like a last minute decision, but I felt like adding this color to the tips of the nails just really like did something for them. It just added more color and made everything look nice and blended, and it just gave that really nice color shift. I mean, these nails in the sun look so bomb, I'm telling you. Like in person, in the sun, when that light hits, it's just like really, really beautiful. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but yeah, you guys can see in like the outro, I was outside giving you that sun vibe so you could see what I'm talking about. But yeah, definitely happy that I went in with this color. Just a very thin layer, you don't need a lot, because if you put too much, it's gonna cover the design up. It's more like just to add a little tint of color, not to like cover everything up. So as you can see, if I feel like there's too much on the nail, I just kind of like take my brush and wipe it off. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and encapsulate the nails now with the clear from the kit, now that the last layer is done. I'm doing 2 nails at a time because, like I said, the consistency of this clear is slightly more like builder gel, so it is a little bit more loose and kind of runny. So I'm doing 2 nails at a time to prevent it from like running into my cuticles so much. And as you know, I'm going to be using the base gel. So what I do is just apply a very small amount of the base gel on top of the polygel, and then basically you just start patting it in place. I kind of just squeeze out the polygel onto the nail because I already know how much I need to use, and I'm just starting by the cuticle and getting flush around the cuticle and basically just patting side to side down the nail. One thing about adding the base gel to this is that you kind of really don't have to do much work. It just glides down the nail really nicely. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and start filing the nails. Before I did this, I did go ahead and cleanse that tacky layer from the gel off of my nails. I used isopropyl alcohol. You can use that or like a nail cleanser, but you wanna make sure you get that tacky layer off before you go in and file. So I'm using a medium grit ceramic drill bit just to smooth out the nails. There's not really much to file. I'm basically just smoothing them out, like any bumps or anything, and like going underneath the nail, also along the sides and around the cuticle. I do file underneath my nails to kind of like make the shape more straight. Since these tips have like a deep C curve, I kind of just file underneath the nail to remove some of that. So if you're wondering why like my nail tips look a little bit different than the ones in my store, it's because I kind of like customize them. After that, I'm just gonna seal around the cuticles with my cuticle bit. This is a ceramic cuticle bit from a drill bit set from a cart, which is also linked down in the description box. I'm also using my MelodySusie 2-in-1 e-file and dust collector in case you were wondering. But yeah, I just like to go around the cuticle with my cuticle bit to like finish off the filing. It just gives you like a nice clean look around the cuticle area, because sometimes when you're doing nails you don't really notice, but you might get like a little bit of product there, and just going around the cuticle with a cuticle bit just like, you know, makes everything look nice and flush. Next, I'm going to be taking my hand file and shaping up the nails. I'm doing a long, like tapered square shape. I know some people like to go in and shape up their nails first and then go in with their e-file, but I prefer to do it this way. I like to go in with my e-file first and debulk the nails and then do my shaping as the last thing, because I feel like I get a nice, like clean and really like sharp shape. That's the kind of shape that I like. I don't know, I just feel like if I do that first and then go in with my e-file, I'll just end up going back in with my hand file. I used to do that a lot, so that's why I just decided to like start going in with my e-file first, so that I don't have to like go back and forth, if you know what I mean. I don't know, it just doesn't make any sense to keep going back and forth. I'd rather just debulk first and then shape up my nails. But yeah, to get the long like square shape, I start by holding my file straight to debulk the wideness in the middle of the nail. You always want to do that first. Don't go in and angle your file right away. Otherwise your nails are going to be super wide in the middle and then really narrow at the tip. And that's just not cute, honestly. So yeah, you're just going to want to do that and then angle your file in a little bit to file the tip in to make it more tapered. And you can file in as much as you want, like you can make it really narrow or like as wide as you prefer. It's just like your personal preference. I personally don't like the tips of my nails like super narrow anymore. I just don't really find that as flattering. I like them to be like right there in the middle, not too wide, because I don't really like that either. I just like them, you know, kind of like just right there in the middle is perfect. So yeah, I do that, and after that I'm gonna just buff over the nails to make sure they're nice and smooth before I go to top coat. And to finish everything up, I'm just gonna top coat the nails and then place some little like AB rhinestones into the gel, like right by the cuticle. I'm not using like anything strong to hold them because I'm not keeping these nails on for long. Of course, if you wanted to keep them on longer, use a bling gel or like a nail resin or something like that. I'm also going to top coat underneath the nails since these are kind of like a semi-jelly nail. So you want to top coat underneath them just to make sure that everything's like nice and clear underneath, because like I always say, like sometimes you get those little like buffing scratches when you go to file, and the top coat kind of acts like a little filter for that. So yeah, after that I'm just going to cure my nails and then I'm pretty much done. I really love the way they turn out, and this is what they look like in the sun. Look at that color shift. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I hope you like my design. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you're new to the channel, I would love it if you subscribe and make sure you hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload a new video. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.